See Phil Sheehan and his staff at NC Tractor for a new Massey Ferguson tractor or mower. Massey Ferguson is a company that's been around for over 175 years. That says a lot about a company. And paired with Phil Sheehan, who's been in business for over 25 years, that says a lot about Phil and his staff. Knowledgeable about their product, and they stand behind every sale. Massey Ferguson is the last tractor you'll ever need. NC Tractor, a dependable and reliable company that'll be there after the sale. NC Tractor on Railroad Avenue in Rutherford.
Hey, this is Cameron coming to you from the Blue Room with a check-in on your weather. Today's be partly cloudy with chances thunderstorms, the highs near 85. Partly cloudy overnight with isolated thunderstorms, the lows around 60. Tuesday, partly cloudy with isolated showers, the highs near 90. Partly cloudy overnight with isolated showers, the lows around 60. Wednesday, partly cloudy with rain showers, the highs near 90. Partly cloudy overnight with rain showers, with lows around 60. And that was a check-in on your weather here at 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherford 10. Welcome to All Things Rutherford, here at 100.9 FM, 590 AM, WCAB, Rutherford 10. Now here's your host, Todd and Tracy.
And here we are back again on a beautiful Monday morning.
Yes.
Good morning, Tracy.
Good morning, Todd.
How in the world are you?
I'm fabulous on this good old Monday morning.
Fabulous. That's an awful assertive word for Monday morning.
Yes, it is.
Fabulous.
I'm just going to get off and just put my foot forward and have a wonderful day.
However that goes. Put your
my best foot forward. There you
I
go.
knew there was a word in there I was missing, but I couldn't figure out
But
what
it's
it was.
Monday, so I kind of left that out.
You know how it goes. Good to be here on this beautiful Monday morning, June the 5th. Hope you've had a beautiful, a good Monday so far. I know we're kicking off the work week, but hey, we'll be talking about Friday before it's over with, right? I mean, we're on the downhill run to Friday. That's the way we're doing things around here.
Yep, we're always going for Friday, aren't we?
Going to Friday. 62 degrees outside under cloudy skies. We are expecting some sun throughout the day today. Got to get my official WCAB. We do need to market this more, the official WCAB weather app. I use WeatherBug.
Yeah. Huh.
It's an app you can download. Partly sunny this morning, then mostly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms this afternoon. Highs around 80, in the lower 80s. Then a chance of showers and thunderstorms moves into the evening. But then Tuesday, Wednesday, we got mostly sunny skies. Yep, that's our start of our week for right here. Get into our death announcements this morning. Sarah Hopper Bridges, age 88 of Ellenborough, passed away yesterday. Arrangements are currently incomplete and will be announced later. Washburn and Dorsey Funeral Home and Cremation Services serving the family of Sarah Bridges. Dorothy Campbell B. Luckadoo, age 87 of Bostic, passed away Wednesday. Funeral services, let's see, those were held yesterday, so nobody didn't throw those out, so that's okay. Sorry about that. Catherine Kelly Royal passed away Wednesday. Arrangements are currently incomplete. McMahon's Funeral Home, Cremation Services serving the family of Catherine Royal. Kay Thompson Leibel, 80 of Rutherford, passed away. Her arrangements are also incomplete. McMahon's Funeral Home, Cremation Services will announce those at a later date for Kay Leibel. Stephen Michael Govis passed away May the 7th. Celebration of life will be held June 24th. Crow's Mortuary Crematory Services serving the family of Stephen Michael Govis. The complete information on these obituaries and others that may come in throughout the morning can be heard this morning at 11:40 as part of the mid-morning report. Headed to the Bill O'Reilly report just a few moments. Don't forget, Atlanta Braves baseball will be back in action tomorrow. They are actually off today, coming off a weekend series with the Diamondbacks. They lost on Friday. They lost on Saturday, but they did win yesterday. So Braves will be back in action tomorrow right here at WCAB. Bill O'Reilly report straight ahead.
Bill O'Reilly here, and I'm warming up. Stand by for the O'Reilly Update Morning Edition. But first, if you are a timeshare owner, you're probably upset that your yearly dues continue to increase. Lone Star Transfer guarantees the release of all liability to your timeshare in writing and done in a specific time frame. They're the only company you can trust, having helped more than 18,000 owners legally and permanently get out. So please call Lone Star Transfer 855-551-7066 or visit LoneStarTransfer.com. On this Monday, I think I'm living in a bubble. I hope not, but I think I am, because I don't know any woke people. I know liberals. I know people who see the world much differently than I do, but woke fanatics, I don't know them. I don't come across them. I think it's when I appear anywhere in public, they disappear. They don't want to confront me. And I'll tell you why. I'm not mean, even if you are a woke zombie. I wouldn't be mean to you. But I give you the eyebrow raise and perhaps ask you a question or two about why you would support, for example, a gay group that invades a church and defiles Jesus. I would ask, why are you supporting that, as the Los Angeles Dodgers are? And I don't know if I could get a cogent answer. If you have one, please let me know, bill@BillO'Reilly.com. But the point is that I don't come across these people, and I live in New York, just 20 miles out of Manhattan, where the wokesters are everywhere. But in my purview, they don't approach me, and I don't see them. There are no drag shows that I know of on Long Island. So am I missing out? I don't think so. And I'm wide awake. Back after this. Hey, DirecTV viewers, Bill O'Reilly here, inviting you to watch the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights at 8 p.m. Eastern. The challenges facing our nation are only getting worse. The border, inflation, crime, drugs. Folks need real information and honest analysis they can trust. The corporate media feeds you biased reporting every day. All of that stops now with me, Bill O'Reilly, and the No Spin News on the First TV, weeknights 8 p.m., DirecTV channel 347. That is the Morning O'Reilly Update. More analysis later on.
Zwig Hunt was a minor character in the Old West, but his story is one that has been repeated many times over. Zwig was born in 1858 in Texas. He grew up to be an honest young man. According to one report, he was generous to a fault and brave. It was also said that he was a child of circumstances and a creature of excitement. At the age of 22, he came to Tombstone, Arizona, where he palled up with a ne'er-do-well by the name of Billy Grounds. With the excitement of Tombstone's low-life tugging at his shirt tails, he started hanging around the Clanton gang that comprised of the likes of Curly Bill Brocious and Johnny Ringo. After pulling a job or two with the Clantons, Zwig and his friend Billy Grounds decided they would do the same on their own. One evening in early spring of 1882, the two men entered the Tombstone Mill and Mining Company with robbery on their minds. In the ensuing excitement, they killed a man. A warrant was issued for their arrest. A posse was assembled, and the chase was on. In the shootout, Billy Grounds and a member of the posse were killed, and Zwig Hunt was shot in the lung. Zwig was taken to the Tombstone Hospital, where about 3 weeks later, his brother smuggled him out. This is where the story gets interesting. Supposedly, on May 31, 1882, while Zwig and his brother were hiding out, a band of Indians attacked them and killed Zwig. After chasing off the Indians, his brother supposedly buried Zwig in the Chiricahua Mountains. But the Zwig Hunt legend also says that he wasn't really killed. The prodigal son returned to Texas to live a full life. You've just heard another story from Old West Radio. I'm Dakota Livesay.
Well, here's the long distance bill.
Right.
And the internet bill.
Uh-huh.
And the wireless bill.
Anything you say, honey.
You're not listening to a word I say. These bills are taking away our extra cash.
Well, Fred told me about Affinity 4.
4 times more money for us to spend, right?
No, long distance internet, wireless service, and Fred says it's inexpensive. He's paying less now than ever before. Plus, Affinity 4 has always supported family values based on causes throughout the country. In fact, a portion of each billing goes to support their mission. Fred says he's not only helping himself with lower cost, but he's helping others too.
Affinity 4 sounds good. Did Fred give you a number?
Yeah, I think I have it. Hold on.
That number is 1-800-684-4815. Save money on your bills with Affinity 4, a new standard for giving. That's 1-800-684-4815.
16 minutes after 7 o'clock on this Monday morning, June the 5th. Hope you're having a great morning so far. We're getting started with our Monday morning call-around report. Our first stop, as always, is the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. With us this morning is Officer King. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing good. How y'all doing today?
Doing pretty
great.
good. What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the past 48 hours, the Sheriff's Department responded to 382 calls for service. There were 17 arrests processed in the jail, and the jail currently has 186 people incarcerated. On our incident reports, Stephen Dunk from Maple Creek Road in Rutherford reported a felony larceny of a utility trailer. Robert Theodore from Twin Ponds Trail in Ballstick reported a breaking and entering, and a John Jones of Old Church Street in Mooresboro reported a breaking and entering. That's all for the incident reports. On our arrest reports, Chad Piercy from Grove Street in Forest City was served with misdemeanor probation violation, received a $2,000 secured bond. Caleb Metz from Big Island Road in Forest City was arrested and charged with resist, obstruct, delay of public officer, second-degree trespass, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Dylan Lowry from Highland Avenue in Mooresboro was served with a failure to appear on a misdemeanor, received a $1,000 secured bond. Tammy Putman from New Jerusalem Church Road in Forest City was served with a warrant for injury to real property, received a $1,000 unsecured bond. Elijah Gear, listed as homeless, was arrested and charged with possession of methamphetamine, simple possession of a Schedule IV controlled substance, and possession of drug paraphernalia. Received a $1,000 secured bond. Jake Bailey from Cone Street in Mooresboro was arrested and charged with breaking and entering and received a $5,000 secured bond. Barbara McDonald from Old 221A Highway in Mooresboro was served with a failure to appear and received a $1,200 secured bond. John Fitzpatrick from E. Fowler Avenue in Tasasa, Florida, was served with a failure to appear on misdemeanor and received a written promise to appear in court. And a Michael Martin from Pleasant Hill Loop Road in Rutherford was served with a warrant for communicating threats and received a $1,000 secured bond. That's all we have for today.
Officer King, we appreciate the report. Hope you guys have a great day and most of all be safe.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye. Officer King with that report from the Rutherford County Sheriff's Department. Let's know what's happening in the world of crime fighting over the weekend. We're going to move over and check in with 911 Communications Center next.
Jim, have you seen Henson Building Materials' newly remodeled showroom? It's gorgeous.
You mean where they have a full line of hardware and building materials for homeowners and home builders?
I mean where Jamie, Terry, and Tony, their friendly staff, treat me like family. Oh, they're so nice.
Hey, are they taking COVID precautions and have curbside service?
Of course. They're so thoughtful.
I do need some materials, but I don't think they'll fit in our car.
Oh, silly. They have professional delivery so we can get whatever I want.
Henson Building Materials, 177 Duke Street in Forest City.
Building starts here.
19 minutes after 7 o'clock, Lindsay with us from the 911 Communications Center. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning.
What do you have on the report for us this morning?
In the past 48 hours, Rutherford County 911 Communications has processed 905 911 calls and administrative calls, which consisted of 105 EMS, 382 Sheriff's Office, 180 Forest City, 20 Lake Lure, 84 Rutherfordton, and 108 Spindale. Under fire calls, Cherry Mountain, Ellenboro, and SDO all had motor vehicle accidents. Green Hill had a motor vehicle accident and a gas leak. Hudlow had a fire investigation, and Lake Lure had a gas leak, and that is all.
Lindsay, thanks for the report. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Lindsay with that report from the 911 Communications Center, and our Rutherford County Sheriff's Department report and 911 Communications report is brought to you by the fine folks over at Jay's Discount Grocery. Tom Green checking in with us on the YouTube this morning. Monday.
Hey, Tom.
Can't trust that day. Give me coffee. That sounds like a winner to me. Have a cup on me, Tom. How about that?
Coffee and a cookie.
That's right, coffee and a cookie. We got 4 viewers in the chat this morning, so if you're hanging out in the YouTube there, give us a howdy, a shout out. Let us say hello and see where you're from. See where we can get. We got some pretty long distance visitors past couple of days. We'll see if we can get another one.
We're doing good.
See if we can get another one this morning. 721, we're checking in over at the SDO Fire District, and Ruby Taylor next.
Don't let the pest bug you when Hutchins Pest Control is as close as a phone call. Honest, dependable, professional, and on-time service is the reason they continue to be voted best in pest control. Licensed in North and South Carolina and fully insured and bonded. Free estimates when you call Hutchins Pest Control, and you can be sure that job is going to be done right. That's Hutchins Pest Control. Call them today at 287-5171, and they'll be right there.
Ruby Taylor with us from the SDO Fire District. Ruby, good morning.
Good morning.
How's everything going? Have a good weekend?
I had a good weekend, and the fire department had a vehicle accident. And Marty Williams and Louise Packard has birthdays today, and I hope they have a nice day. And the signs are in the news today and tomorrow. That's all I got.
All right, Ruby, thanks so much. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye. Ruby Taylor with that report from the SDO Fire District. Indian Lake, Ohio. Very good. Indian Lake, Ohio. Good to have you into
Welcome, Ohio.
Where is that at? It's out in the middle of the country somewhere.
It's up past Kentucky.
Everything's up past Kentucky, right? Indian Lake, Ohio. Good to see you checking in this morning. Good to have you in the WCAB radio YouTube chat. If you'd like to chat with us, join us. www.youtube.com. You can search WCAB radio. You'll see the one icon with the red ring around it that indicates we are live. You can click that and you'll bring us right into the Blue Room where me and Tracy are broadcasting from this morning, and you can chat with all the other folks in there this morning. We're going to be switching things up with that here in the next couple of weeks or so. We're going to move to a whole new streaming service. We'll be able to have our own WCAB app.
Yep.
We'll be able to play music for you.
Yeah, we're going to be, some good changes are coming.
We're going to be uptown before we know it.
We are. We're going to have to play Uptown Girl.
That's right.
Oh, well, you're not a girl, but
Well, I can identify any way I want to be. Thank you.
we'll play Uptown Boy.
7:23 on this Monday morning. Continuing our call around for it, we're heading up to Chris Melton, Chimney Rock Fire District.
Your car's best friend can be RS Speedy Lube Service Center. That's because RS Speedy Lube Service Center and Car Wash can keep your car or truck running clean with a regular oil change. They check the fluids and vacuum out the car and have you on your way in no time. Go next door for a radiator or transmission flush, brakes, exhaust, CV joints, and service for big trucks and campers also available. Pull next door to the RS Speedy Automatic Car Wash and make your car happy with a clean, all under and all over car wash. It's all at RS Service Center and Car Wash on Railroad Avenue in Rutherfordton.
24 minutes after 7 o'clock on this beautiful June the 5th Monday morning, 62 degrees outside. Chris Melton with us from the Lake Lure Chimney Rock area up that way. Chris, good morning.
Good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Doing good.
Doing pretty good. Monday, but we're going to keep struggling right on through.
That's right.
Chris, anything happen up there over the weekend?
It was a decent weekend. We had a few calls. Bills Creek and Lake Lure ran a medical call yesterday and did a potential landing zone, but they canceled them. And Bills Creek ran a medical call Saturday, 2 of them Saturday, and Friday evening, Lake Lure Fire Department did a assist law enforcement call with some traffic control. So other than that, that was it on the call report.
All right, Chris. Well, I hope you have a wonderful day.
Y'all have a great day as well.
We'll talk to you again
too, Chris.
tomorrow.
All right, we'll see you later.
See you. Chris Melton with the report from the Chimney Rock Fire District, 7:25. That'll be 25 minutes after 7 o'clock. Who you fur?
Ellenberg.
That's right. Chad Medford checking in with us this morning.
Is he not driving taxi this morning?
I think he went to Albania over the weekend, and they had some kind of a jazz festival going on over there.
Oh.
So they needed extra drivers.
We're going to have to get him in here one day and have an interview with him.
Yeah, so Chad flew over to Albania and provided the taxi service for the jazz festival that took place over in Albania. I don't remember it seems like it was Sparkle F and the Fantastic Trombones or something like that. I can't remember the name of the band. It was crazy.
That's new to me.
Morning from Pikeville, Kentucky. Kentucky checking in this morning.
Oh.
It's range time. You know a funny story about that, Mr. Kentucky. I went out to a friend of mine's house over the weekend and shot my AR, and it jammed, and I had a little piece in there. I probably shouldn't have had in there, but it broke, and it jammed my bolt. It took me pretty much all weekend and a broke charging handle to get it back fixed. Oh, well, you live and learn, right? The guy said, if you don't mind me asking, how did you break your charging handle? I said, me being a dummy? I said, that's exactly how I broke it.
That's
He said,
always
okay.
how it happens.
7:27, moving on around the county. Russell says, hey, I don't know who Russell is.
Hello, Russell.
Good morning. How are you, sir? 7:27, we're going to check in with DeVern Upton over in the Bostic area after this.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
This morning we have a temperature of 64 degrees. Fire department had no calls. Homecoming will be at Faith Baptist Church in Forest City Sunday, starting at 10:30. Pastor Brian Melton invites everyone to come out. Simple Faith will be singing starting at 10:30. Don't forget the Owls has a baseball game tonight at 7:05 at McNair Field, so go out and support them. And go by Bostic Florist to get your flower arrangements ordered and check her candles and all out. And the bee supply store is located there on Depot Street, so go there and get your bee supply items. And she has shirts and candles, and take the kids out to the park and enjoy it. And hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Thanks, DeVern. You do the same. Thanks, DeVern. Okay. You do the same. We'll talk to you again tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye,
Thanks.
lady.
Bye-bye. DeVern Upton with that report from the Bostic Fire District. I went by there yesterday, and they were doing something in the park over there. They had a bunch of cars parked over there. I don't know what they were doing, but should have stopped in and
well, you should
looked in.
have got the 411 on
said,
that,
hey,
Todd.
What's up, y'all? What y'all doing over here? Look like an old man. Get off my grass. You know. That's what I aspire to be. Kentucky, did you see that? Tom Green asked if you're on Greasy Creek up in Pikeville, Arkansas. It's not right, Kentucky. I don't know why that came out. Greasy Creek. I wonder what. Must be some history there with Tom Green and Greasy Creek.
Greasy Creek.
Mm-hmm. We might not want to find out about that. Folks, I want you to stop into Tony's Produce. How about that? Today, I want you to do that and load up on all your favorite vegetables and fruits. Fresh local strawberries, watermelons, peaches, corn, homegrown tomatoes, green beans, sweet Vidalia onions, red and white potatoes, sweet potatoes, homemade pies, cakes, and fudge. Summer wreaths, patriotic wreaths are also available. Don't forget, 4th of July will be here before you know it, less than a month away. Lush ferns, hanging baskets, and flower basket arrangements. Open Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m., Sundays 10 until 4. Call them at 287-9495. It's Tony's Produce Market, 773 North Washington Street in Rutherfordton. We're going to drop right in over to the Mount Vernon Fire District, see if we can get Brother Robbie Samuel on the phone with us this morning. We're going to let that ringy-dingy one time. I bet he'll pick it. I told you, I knew he'd pick it up.
Hey, Robbie.
Robbie sits there with bated breath. He's going, they're going to call. They're going to call. Robbie, we got a house burning down. I can't go. They're going to call. Y'all have to go put it out. I'm sitting right here. That's how Robbie is.
You're on your own.
Robbie, we appreciate you and we love you. But if an emergency rises, you don't have to answer the phone.
Well, and that happened last Monday. I didn't answer the phone. Lou was trying to call, and it just didn't work out.
This didn't work.
Well, listen, I've got something we're going to talk about here. You know, we were talking about honeybees last week. Was that last week, Todd?
I believe it was, yeah.
Well, a swarm of 20,000 bees followed a car for 2 days because their queen was stuck inside. A 68-year-old grandmother got a surprise return from a nature reserve when a queen bee got trapped in her car. She parked her car to go shopping and returned to her car covered in bees. Yeah, they followed the car because the queen was stuck inside.
Now, just curiosity-wise, who counted?
Well, I don't know about that, but anyway, they had to call somebody to come safely remove the bees so that lady could leave.
I know somebody come got them Sunshine.
Yeah.
Sunshine would have solid come got them. Did you see where she went in there and got the 2 snakes out of that dude's house on Facebook?
I missed that one.
Yeah, tattoo parlor up in Marion had somehow snakes had crawled up in there and got up on the shelf, and they were in there. They were engaged in a certain act, and she had to break them up and move them back outside.
Oh my gosh!
I guess they wanted some privacy.
That's who I'm calling then if I ever have a snake in the house. I always feel like burning my house down if I had a snake in my house. I just don't like them.
Well, just remember, don't ever let a queen bee get in your car either. All those bees will follow you down the road.
Bees will follow you around. Yeah, I've seen Sunshine. She'll broadcast live when she's moving hives, and I wouldn't do it, but I'm glad somebody would.
You know what I did, Robbie, Friday? I forgot all about the Fab Fest. I went straight home and forgot about it.
Well,
did you go by there? Yeah.
No, it was, you have those days. Everything always sounds really good in the mornings.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to do that this evening.
Yeah.
Well, the evening comes around, you're like,
I'm tired.
I'm going to.
I think I'm tired. I'm going to go home.
Yep.
They should have those things earlier in the morning.
Yeah, that's right. I wondered if you made it or not.
No, and it was so pretty Friday. Gosh, it was beautiful.
It was.
Sometimes sometimes you come up with gluteal glaucoma.
Yeah.
I just don't see my butt doing that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you on that one. But here we are on Monday once again. It just seems like it comes around quicker than it goes, don't it?
I think we have more Mondays than we do any other day.
Absolutely. I believe so, too. It seems like that anyway.
Yeah, it does.
But it was a good weekend, though. Saturday turned out to be real pretty, and yesterday was a nice day to be a little cloud cover, but it ended up being a real nice day.
Mm-hmm.
But the fire department at Hudlow and Rutherfordton, they stayed steady through the weekend with medical calls, and Hudlow ended up having to set up an LZ. They had a stroke patient. They flew out Saturday morning, but other than that, it was a decent weekend for the fire service as well. I can't speak for all of them, but I do know about Rutherfordton and Hudlow, so that's really all I got to report on the fire call in. There ain't much going on in the community. There is a movie in the park this Friday night, and I'll find out what movie it is, and it'll, of course, be at Kiwanis Park right there on Green Street next to Second Baptist Church, and it usually starts around 8 p.m. or at dark. So, and they usually have a food truck set up. But I'll see what I can find out this afternoon or this morning and see what's going to be playing and what food trucks may be there this week. So.
Okay.
All right, Robbie, we appreciate that. We'll catch up with you again tomorrow.
Well, that sounds like a plan. I'll talk to you in the morning.
Thanks.
Take care.
Robbie Samuel with that report from the Mount Vernon Fire District. We're going to move around the county. We'll check in with Sue Price next.
Farm Bureau Insurance doesn't hire celebrities to push auto coverage. We think people might like to make decisions based on service and savings, not just because that guy from that show says it's a good idea. Instead of faces you know from your TV, we offer faces you know from your neighborhood because we're headquartered in North Carolina with local agents right in your town. That's really the only thing we want to be famous for. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance, helping you is what we do best.
In Rutherford County, please call 287-2428.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Mutual Insurance Company, Farm Bureau Insurance of North Carolina, Inc., Southern Farm Bureau Life Insurance Company, Jackson, Mississippi, an independent licensee of the Blue Cross and Blue Shield Association.
36 minutes after 7 o'clock, Sue Price with us from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Sue, good morning.
Good morning. It's a pretty morning over here. It's a little cloudy looking, but it's pretty.
Boy, yesterday it stayed overcast all day. Wind was blowing. It was nice outside. Well, I think we spent most of our day out on the porch just chilling.
Just chilling.
It was a good day. Well, let's see. The part about had one automobile accident, and nothing. The only birthday I have today is on my personal calendar for Jewel Green. So I hope Jewel will have a good day. Nobody on the calendar celebrating, but we hope anybody's having a birthday or anniversary will have a real good day on their special day and enjoy it. And in my announcements, the Big Springs Baptist Church Vacation Bible School will start tonight, or this afternoon late, 5:45 to 8 p.m. Dinner will be provided. First Broad Bible School will be the 11th through the 16th. Supper at 5:30, March in at 6 p.m. Fairview Baptist Church Bible School will be June 27th through July 1st from 6 to 8 p.m. So everybody get ready for Bible school and enjoy it. I always had a good time at Bible school.
Oh, yeah.
Just as a student and then as a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
It was fun. But I guess that's about all I got. We have some good listeners out there, so good morning to all our good listeners. My home care nurse, told me the other day, she said, the patient I just left said he listened at WCAB, and I said, well, I got a patient that talks on WCAB. Sue, he said, Sue Price. Tell her she's got a fan, and I listen every morning. So happy day to all our good listeners. We appreciate it.
That's right. We appreciate all our listeners. If it wasn't for our listeners, we wouldn't be here doing what we do.
That's exactly right.
Sue, thank you so much for the report. Hope you have a wonderful Monday, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
Okay, y'all have a good
Thanks.
day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Sue Price with that report from the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire District. Ain't that cool when people recognize you? Or a lot of times out in public, if I go to Gregory's or any restaurants, they'll recognize me. Hey, I know you. And I'm like, well, hey.
Just by your voice.
Yep, know my voice. And the people in the hospital, I had one lady the other day, she said, you sound like that guy that does that radio show. And I'm like, well, ain't that strange. I come to work here. Nope. 7:38. As soon as I said that, it turned 7:39. So we'll just say that. Continuing our trip around the county, after I tell you about a fine place over in the Sunshine Cherry Mountain Fire area, I want to tell you about Washburn Store. Let Washburn General Store just whisk you back to the 1800s when you step inside the door. You'll always be greeted with smiling faces. You can see Ann, Catherine, or Casey. They'll be happy to assist you in whatever you're looking for, whether it be sun hats, flowers, or garden seeds, hardware, jams, jellies, molasses, honey, pointer overalls for the children and adults, old-time lamps, vintage signs, dishes, and cookware. And for the kids, let them enjoy a toy from the good old days. They got the cast-iron John Deere tractors. Now, that is cool. I did not realize they had those. Family board games, baby dolls, Lincoln logs, and even those traditional wooden rocking horses. Find things here you won't find anywhere else. That's what makes Washburn General Store so special. It is the oldest store, and I believe all of America. located on the Bostic Sunshine Highway in Bostic. They're open Monday through Friday, 9:30 until 4:30, Saturday, 9:30 until 3, and you can always call them at 245-4129. Washburn General Store over in the Bostic Sunshine area. Go by and tell them that Todd and Tracy sent you by. Have a word with Miss Ann while you're there for lunch. Get you a good old bologna sandwich.
And they're all sweethearts over
Sounds
there.
so good.
Yeah, it does. And they're just wonderful people to talk with and laugh with.
What was cool was they did a in school one time when my son was still in school.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was maybe the middle school,
Mm-hmm.
East Middle School. They did a play about Washburn
Oh,
Store.
really?
And Kenyon got to play Ed Washburn. And
Oh, my goodness.
Kenyon is my son, and he actually went over and sat and talked with Ed
Oh.
when Ed was still living. And Ed got to come watch him play, and he told Kenyon how good of a job he did. But he
Well, how
he had his
sweet.
little robe on and his glasses. he played Ed Washburn. He thought that was something else.
That's cute.
That was a great play and a great memory there. So all the fine folks over at Washburn were so blown away by that, and they all attended and just had a good time.
That is awesome.
Continuing our trip around the county, we'll talk with Tina White, Shingle Hollow next.
It can be a tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved one. You can always depend on Rutherford Life Services for a safe facility that offers medical monitoring, nutritional meals, fun activities, and is a loving environment. Rutherford Life is licensed by the State of North Carolina Division of Aging. They will be glad to answer any questions you may have. Call them at 288-1697. Rutherford Life Services offers a trained staff of professionals who you can entrust your loved one to. Rutherford Life Services is located at 230 Fairground Road in Spindale.
7:42. Tracy over here telling lies. 7:42 on this. But now y'all fellas in the chat, calm down. We don't have none of this. Going to be a roll tide day. Brian, hook 'em horns. Now calm down. We're not getting into the mascot fights on the YouTube this morning. Oh, Tina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing great on this Monday morning.
Did you hear Tracy say we just flew right in here?
We couldn't hardly wait for Saturday and Sunday to get going so me and Todd could come flying in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's when I said, "Oh, Tracy."
That's
I'll have to go repent.
yeah. That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Repent for lying.
The weekends go by fast, but I have found the weeks go by fast too. Like we've heard all our lives, the older we get, the faster it goes.
Yes, that's right. You are truly right. It seems like it is anyway. When you're a kid, it seems like it takes forever for a day to roll around, doesn't it?
It does, like waiting on Friday.
I remember when I was a kid, it seemed like it took 3 years to get to the next Christmas.
Yeah, oh, it did.
And now every time you turn around, it's Christmas again.
We had to start shopping for Christmas in January.
I know.
Of course, I was sitting there working on my Christmas lights yesterday.
Yes.
So.
I know a lot of people Christmas shop in January after Christmas. I have a hard time doing that. I don't know why. I'm not motivated to Christmas shop right after it's over.
Me neither.
Do you do that, Tina?
I usually look for decor, like things to
Yeah.
gifts that are non-perishable or not going to run out of date.
Right.
And I like to keep a stash just in case there's birthdays or anniversaries and weddings, those kind of things that you can find those kind of discounts. Not
Right.
necessarily looking for a person.
Right. That's a good idea, though, for gifts through the year. That's a good idea. I have to remember that, Tina. You just gave me a good idea.
Yeah, I think that's what I usually do. But especially if I'm just little decorations, But I imagine that the Christmas trees and things like that, that's a good price, too.
Did I just hear a cat?
You did. I told Nevaeh to keep this cat so it won't be on the radio, and she let him go.
Oh.
That's all right. Just say your piece and move on.
She was going, Monday, meow.
That's a new, he is about 8 weeks old, but he has just 3 legs.
Oh.
I didn't really want to keep a cat, but I love him. I do love this little cat. Anyway, we'll go on to something new. Fire department. Let's talk about them for a minute. They had one medical call over the weekend, and birthdays today. We have Mark Lytle and Summer McCurry. So both of those. Hope you have a great birthday today. And for Bible schools, we mark your calendar, bring those children, and they have classes all the way up to adults at Piney Knob Baptist Church. Vacation Bible Schools June 26th through the 30th. I think that's all I see right now on announcements. So we're kind of calm and quiet. Hoping to have a good week.
All right, Tina.
Y'all have a great. God bless you.
You too, Tina.
Good talking to you.
Well, have a good Monday, I should say. I've got a lot of things on my mind this morning, so I'm kind of scatterbrained. Y'all don't ever have those kind of moments, do you?
Oh, only every day.
Only every day. Yeah. It'll be all right. We'll talk to you again in the morning. Have a good Monday, and we'll see you then.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thanks,
Take care.
bye. Not Brenda. We're going to move to Brenda Kelly, but that was Tina White in the Shingle Holler community. We'll move over to Brenda Kelly and see what she's up to next.
Thinking about the departure of a loved one through death is a subject we don't like to talk about. However, pre-planning or prepaying for a funeral is a consideration and responsible thing to do. With so many options available today, it's important to speak with someone you can trust and someone who can help you find a balance between the emotional, spiritual, and financial needs of your loved ones. Crow's Mortuary and Crematory is recognized as one of the best family-run funeral homes. It's a family tradition, and they know how to care for your family. Any questions you might have, they will be happy to answer. Call Crow's Mortuary and Cremation Services at 286-2304.
Look, that'd be Lou.
747, Brenda Kelly. We're talking about not watching movies, not liking to watch movies, and whatever. Brenda, good morning.
Good morning. How are you on this marvelous Monday morning?
Marvelous Monday. I'm just taking it easy, roll with the flow. Go with the flow. That's it. Start to say roll with the tide, but that'd be
no, roll with the flow.
Kentucky getting in my head this morning.
Kentucky. What part of Kentucky is he from?
He lives in Stanville, which is right around Pikeville.
Never heard of that.
It's where
I've heard of Paducah.
Loretta Lynn used to. That's her old stomping grounds up around Pikeville,
really?
Kentucky.
Oh,
yeah.
I love me some Loretta Lynn.
Oh, I do too.
Oh,
honey.
Paducah. That reminds me.
I did watch her. I did watch that movie, Coal Miner's Daughter.
Oh,
I went to see it.
wasn't that good?
You talking about?
And I went to see some Elvis movies, but as far as movies, never really interested me a lot, and comic books did not interest me because all of it was fake. It was somebody's imagination. I want stuff that's real.
Yeah, I like real stories and stuff.
Knowing where Paducah, Kentucky is, you remember the old radio guy was on the. I think he was on with the Grand Ole Opry. Called him the Duke of Paducah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was an old radio guy.
I know. It wasn't last year, year before last already, when my daughter and her friend and her mother and myself went out to Graceland, and then we went from there to Kentucky to see the Ark.
Yeah.
And we went to a lot of different places and through Kentucky and Tennessee.
Yeah, I've always wanted to see the Ark. Me and my daughters made plans a million times, and we're still trying to get there.
It just amazed.
That's what I've heard. I've heard it's just amazing.
It's something else. I just thought, my goodness, it's a big old thing too. And if you go, you better have good walking shoes.
Yeah, that's what I've heard too.
Yeah, gonna have a lot of walking.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. I've got 60 degrees on the front porch. I don't have any birthdays, any anniversaries. In ways of announcements, we got a benefit yard and bake sale for Martha Johnson. My dog's wanting on the radio this morning. You hear her?
Yeah, Tina's cat and your dog. What is this?
I don't know. But let me start. Shut up, Easy. This ain't going good. This is Monday.
Oh, it's funny.
We got a benefit yard and bake sale for Martha Johnson, and this is my sister. She broke her back, and she's got to have back surgery, and it's a complicated surgery. They can't go in from her back. They got to go in from the front, and they got to do a lot of stuff, and it's going to take 2 teams of doctors, and this will be June the 24th from 7 a.m. to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's on a Saturday. This will be at Far City Church of the Nazarene on Hardin Road. So far, that's the only announcement I got. I don't know what kind of announcement Izzy's trying to do.
Hey, there's probably a squirrel done set up outside, and he's hollering at it.
She don't usually bark. There's something outside that's got her upset.
Oh, Lord, you better grab a shotgun and go see what that is.
I know it. I'm going to let her out the front. She hardly ever barks. But
She's just wishing everybody happy Monday.
You think so?
Yeah.
Could be.
It could be that the neighbors went down the driveway. I can't see it from here, but she could hear it.
Oh.
And she might have thought there was somebody coming in up
Yeah.
here, but they wasn't. But I guess you better go to Ellenburg and check on Luke the Sweet Thing and see how things are in Ellenburg.
All right, Brenda, we'll do that. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.
Catch you later.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Brenda Kelly with that report from Union Mills. We are going to go check in on Ellenboro after this.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
Hi, we're the Joneses, as in keeping up with the Joneses.
Our neighbors are playing new Buck scratch-offs from the North Carolina Education Lottery with $130 million in total prizes.
The Millers won and got a bigger pool.
The Grahams got a new car.
But our lives are unattainable. Where are you going?
To get the new Buck scratch-offs. It's on, people.
Bring home the bucks with new bonus ways to win. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range of 1 in 3.72 to 4.75. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
Luther Gillikin live with us from Ellenboro this morning. Luther, good morning. How you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. Having a good time there. You ought to be here.
Ought to be there, have a cup of coffee, watch the traffic go by, and just enjoy this Monday morning.
That's right. Just get the week started off right.
That's right.
Doing what's good. But it's quiet down, not a whole lot going on. I had a quiet weekend for the most part. The fire department had one medical call. Had one accident over in the bypass yesterday. Other than that, it's just going on there. But next Saturday, 4 o'clock, over at Hopeville Hollis Clubhouse, going to be having a big spaghetti dinner over there. So everyone's invited to come on down and enjoy that. That's next Saturday at 4 p.m. over at Hollis Hopeville Real Sands Club. But nothing else going on down here, so you have a great day at best. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, Luther, we appreciate the report. Have a good day.
And take care now.
Thanks. Bye-bye. Luther with that report from the Ellenboro Fire District, wrapping up our call-around report for this Monday.
It's the store folks in Western North Carolina depend on. Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply. It's like a superstore. Deer corn, $11.05 for 50 pounds. Cob corn, $10. They have plenty of deer plant supplies. Check on the lower prices on propane, $12.99 for a 20-pound tank. Mulch, gravel, rocks, and supplies for beautiful landscaping. That's available at Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply at lower prices. Open Monday through Saturday. If you want a feed and seed store that carries so much more, including new and used farm equipment, then come on over to Farmer's Friend Feed, Seed, and Supply, 188 Whiteside Road, Rutherfordton.
Granny B's is the headquarters for those delicious donuts, orange twist, long johns, cream-filled donuts, or just a traditional glazed donut. Enjoy a delicious fresh sub sandwich, or if you don't want the bread, you can get a salad instead. For birthdays, showers, or any occasion, call on Granny B's for their delicious cakes or petitfours. Open Tuesday through Friday, 9 until 7, Saturday, 9 until 6. They're closed today. Call them at 286-9012, located at 322 West Main Street in Spindale. Granny B's. They are our official birthday sponsor. So if you're celebrating a birthday or anniversary today, give me a call at 287-3356. We'll have a party in your honor coming up in just a few moments.
Some of the greatest discoveries came from people looking for something good in a bad situation. George D. Mestrel was out walking his dog one afternoon. The dog got loose for a moment and ran through some tall grass. Upon retrieval, the dog was covered with burrs tangled in his fur. Arriving at home, George started on the tedious job of cutting out the burrs. Rather than cursing at the dog, he decided to take a piece of the cut fur and view it under his microscope. Amazed at his gripping characteristics, he decided to study it even further. It was his curiosity and his willingness to see his potential that ultimately led him to create Velcro. From tightening shoes to securing coats, Velcro has touched all of our lives, all because of a nasty situation with a dog and burrs. You may be faced with a nasty job as difficult as burrs in a dog's fur. Have you tried looking for the positive side of it yet? Someone has said, a man of character builds his house from the bricks that are thrown at him. Take your bad problem and look for what is good. The apostle said God can make good things come out of bad situations. This is Bill Hostler with today's key to confident living. Scripts for these programs are sold in book form by calling toll-free 1-888-333-KEYS or visit our website at www.todayskey.net.
Birthday! Happy birthday to, well, didn't have any calls today, so we're unable to give away a cupcake courtesy of the Whistle Stop Bakery. We go over by there for all your cupcake, cake needs, whatever bakery needs over that way over in Boston. Birthdays today throughout history. 1895, William Boyd was born. You know who that was, Tracy?
I
William
have
Boyd.
no clue.
Hopalong Cassidy.
Oh, Hopalong.
Also today, 1971, Mark Wahlberg was born. Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Remember that?
Yes.
1937, Henry Ford initiates a 32-hour work week. Hey, that'd be like having Friday off, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I think
That
we need to go
sounds good me.
backwards and do that.
1964, what group kicked off their first U.S. concert? Any idea?
1964.
1964.
The Beach Boys.
The Rolling Stones
Oh,
kicked
okay.
off their first U.S. concert tour. They've been touring a long time.
They have.
Oh, my gosh. 1968, Robert Kennedy is assassinated in Los Angeles after speaking at the hotel there. 1981, the AIDS epidemic begins. 1988, the first Children's Miracle Network telethon was held. Today is National Veggie Burger Day. It's also National Gingerbread Day, National Start Over Day, and National Moonshine Day. Now, that don't mean go out and get crazy now. It just means to sample the moonshine, okay? You're going to sample. That's the key word, sample. Going to check in with Wayne Rollins, see what Brother Wayne is doing this morning. See if we can get him on the phone with us from Wayne's Lunchbox, telling us all about the great deals going on over there. It's going to ring one time.
Hello?
Brother Wayne is with us live this morning. Wayne, good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good for
Good morning, Wayne.
shape I'm in.
That's a good shape, though, ain't it?
Round is a shape,
Right.
right?
How are you doing, Wayne?
Doing pretty good. Just,
Good.
Getting everything ready on this Monday. Got a lot of things going on this week, so just getting everything ready this morning. Making sure everything come in on the truck and getting everything ready for the employees when they come in. So,
Wayne, tell us what's on the menu for today.
well, today is Monday, so we're going to have that grilled chicken Philly, which is always a big hit on Mondays. It's just good old grilled chicken, and we put peppers and onions with it. Put that hoagie bun on the grill for just a few minutes and get it toasted up. It's always good to add, we've got jalapenos and mushrooms and bacon. So you can put anything you want on it, but it comes that way without all the extra stuff. But you can always add that or change the cheese. I like it with pepper jack cheese. That always makes that sandwich have a little pop to it. So it's good to have that. Of course, we always do, we've got fried liver mush or fried bologna. And it's not just your regular little piece of bologna or liver mush. We give you a good thick piece. So if you hadn't tried that, if you come in late and you hadn't had breakfast, we can always do that with an egg and cheese or just cheese or however you want to do that. So, but one of the things we're going to do today we hadn't had in quite a while is we're going to run beef dogs today. I did some stew beef the other day, and I pulled some of it back so we could run some beef dogs today at lunch. So we will have beef dogs today for lunch. Tonight we're going to run meatloaf. Hadn't had meatloaf in a while. It's been sort of we missed it on Memorial Day and went right into salmon patties the next. So it's been about 3 weeks since we've had meatloaf. So we'll have meatloaf tonight. Probably do pinto beans with that. Probably do some cabbage. And if you hadn't had the fried Brussels sprouts, I definitely encourage you to do so. We found the company that does our okra does a fried Brussels sprout, and man, those things are like popcorn. We put those things in the deep fryer and fry them up good and brown. And even if you don't like Brussels sprouts, I think you need to try this because it's sort of like a little fried cabbage.
Oh,
It's just a lot of people have gotten those over the past couple of weeks, and I don't think I've talked about them on the radio in a couple of weeks. But man, those things are really good.
Nothing like Brussels sprouts with good butter on them and a little salt and pepper. Man, can't beat that.
You know, I've never had Brussels sprouts. Maybe that's
what?
I've never.
It's like a little, it's like a little tiny little cabbage.
I know, but I've never had one.
That's all it is. It's like a little cabbage. I mean, I love fixing them in the cast iron and putting them in the oven at home, but these are like exceptionally little Brussels sprouts because they're about the size of the end of your thumb, and they're just, I don't know. You got a little breading on them, and then we fry them up, and they're just, they'll melt in your mouth. They're really good.
I'm just going to have to come over there and try that.
Yeah, you definitely need to. I mean, a lot of people, everybody that gets them, we had a couple ladies the other day, I talked them into getting them, and man, they come back through, and I think they've ordered them about every time they come back in. So we'll have those, and we can get those anytime, throughout the day too. So they're available at lunchtime if you want to get a little side order of them, but they've been doing good. So got a couple things going on this week. I think as of right now, it looks like on Tuesday we're going to close at 6 o'clock. And then on Wednesday, I think we're going to be closed all day. My friend and good friend we lost last week, O.J. Gary, and just devastating loss for a lot of people in the community. I'm sure people have heard about it. But they'll be doing his services tomorrow night from 4 to 6. And so we're going to shut down right at 6 o'clock and run over there and pay our visits to his family and all. And then the funeral is going to be at 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and I'm going to be a pallbearer for that. And so there's really no way we can do the restaurant at that time. So we'll be closed on Wednesday, and then closing at 6 o'clock on Tuesday night. So
I read that yesterday. Kevin Harvick on the race car, number 29 race car, had a little tribute to O.J. Gary on his dash.
He did. He had a blue sticker on the right, sort of like right in front of Kevin Harvick, on the pipe to the left, and then he actually had another sticker where his helmet goes in, or not on his helmet, but the two armrests that come beside his helmet. There was a blue sticker there that had OJG on it, and that was pretty cool. I don't know how they're related to. I know OJ loved NASCAR, and I know it was somebody in his family that was involved in NASCAR. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I'm not a Kevin Harvick fan, but I was yesterday, and I was hoping he'd bring that car to victory lane, but I think he ended up finishing 10th. But it was pretty cool to have that in the car yesterday because O.J. Gary meant a lot to a lot of people, and he's definitely going to be missed.
He definitely is. I remember O.J. from high school. I knew who he was. I was always friends with him, always talked with him, but wasn't close friends like you and him were. And from what I understand, from what I know, he was an excellent man.
He was. He actually even worked for me for a few months there, and I've just known him. I don't remember not knowing him. Of course, we didn't play football together, but we was always on the field. Because he was a couple of years younger than me, but then, Lord, we hung out at the baseball game and the football games, and just knowing him throughout East, and then going back to East at football on Friday nights, and even traveling some when Thomas Jefferson was in the playoffs. And Lord, one of the epic trips we ever went on was when we went to Arizona for Clemson's national championship, and probably one of the top 3 trips that I've ever had in my life when we all went out there. That was just a crazy week with him, but definitely just an outstanding guy. Everybody in the community will definitely miss OJ being around, that's for sure.
He definitely will. Wayne, tell us your hours again. Tell us where you're located.
We're 11 to 2 for lunch Monday through Thursday. Then we open back up from 3 to 7. Of course, again, Monday through Thursday. Do a lot of catering. We're right there on 391 East Main Street in Spindale.
All right, Wayne, appreciate it. I'll send them out there to see you today, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And I hope you make lots of food and sell out.
Well,
It'll always be a good day.
We'll see how it goes. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day, too.
You too, Wayne.
Bye-bye.
Wayne Rollins with that report from Wayne's Lunchbox. We'll be right back after this, and we'll talk with Anita up at the Employment Security Commission, find out where all the jobs are.
Tough call when it comes time to provide a daycare service for an aging parent or a loved.
Hi, we're the Joneses, as in keeping up with the Joneses.
Our neighbors are playing new Buck scratch-offs from the North Carolina Education Lottery with $130 million in total prizes.
The Millers won and got a bigger pool.
The Grahams got a new car.
But our lives are unattainable. Where are you going?
To get the new Buck scratch-offs. It's on, people.
Bring home the Bucks with new bonus ways to win. Must be 18 to play. Approximate overall odds of winning range of 1 in 3.72 to 4.75. Problem gambling helpline 877-718-5543.
And we're going to speak with Anita over at the NC Works Career Center and find out about the jobs here in Rutherford County. A lady answered the phone, said she was going to go find Anita and put her on.
Hello?
Good morning, Anita. This is Todd at WCAB. How you doing this morning?
Good morning. I'm doing fine. How about you?
Doing wonderful. Tell us about some jobs here in the county.
Well, we actually have a labor up in Rutherfordton. That is $13 an hour, no experience, no education required. We have a heavy equipment operator in Rutherfordton, $13 to $15 an hour, a high school diploma in 6 months. A labor in Rutherfordton, set up mold technician and